Hey everybody, Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. Picked up 3 new titles today from my local Goodwill, all at 25 cents each, and they were all episodes of The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. As you can see here, picked up Volume 5, 7, and 8. These are the first volumes of this I've bought. However, this show has been released very oddly. These were the first way they released it. They released, I believe it's 10 volumes of these. And that was their first release. Then for some reason they decided to start releasing in a different way. And they did these sets here. You can see like Playtime. There's 5 of these. These Learning ones, 5 of those, and Friendship, 5 of these. Yet nowhere on here does it mention that it is The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Also, then when DVD came along, they started releasing these Growing Up with Winnie the Pooh sets. I believe there's 4 DVD sets of these. Again, just more episodes, but also no mention of this being from The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. These are the only releases that actually are titled The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which is the name of the show that Disney had. So why they did that, I don't know. Unfortunately, there hasn't been like a season releases or anything. And so I honestly don't. I remember looking at before all the titles and trying to see if you could own them all. I don't remember what my findings were on that, but but I do know that if you can get them all, or you can at least get close to them all, you're going to have to buy these, all of these, and all of these. So that's a lot. Like I said, there's 15 of these, 4 of these, and 10 of these you're going to have to buy to get anywhere close to having the full series, to owning the full series, which is really crappy, because this is actually a good show. I used to watch this when I was a kid, came out in 88, I think it ran to like 92, I think, and it's just a decent show. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's for kids, like younger kids, but if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, it's definitely a great show. And I really enjoy it. I'm a huge Winnie the Pooh fan. I love Tigger. He's great. So I really like this show a lot. I love the theme song too. I mean, every time I hear it, it just gets me in the mood for Disney. So I picked these up today. The first of these I've bought. I have seen these, but for some reason I just kept skipping over. I'm thinking, it's probably just the same titles that are on the other VHS tapes or maybe on the DVDs. But when I looked it up, I went on my iPhone and looked up all the titles that are on here to see, and then compared to the titles I already owned, and sure enough, they're not all on there. So, like I said, you got to get all these, all the other VHS tapes, and all the DVDs get anywhere close, which is a shame. But a great show. Glad I got these. 25 cents each from my local Goodwill. Great deal. Again, love the show, as you can see, promoting all these and all the other ones. So I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for the other 7 VHS tapes for that. Now for what I watched today. First thing I checked out was Men in Black 2. If you guys remember from my bought and watch video yesterday, I watched the first Men in Black and bought it on Blu-ray. I hadn't seen it for a while, so I really enjoyed watching that. So I kind of got myself back into a Men in Black mood. When I came home from work today, I was thinking, what should I watch? And I was like, well, I just watched Men in Black 1. I should definitely, bust out Men in Black 2. So put this in, loved it. I have not seen this one nearly as many times as I've seen the first Men in Black. I mean, first Men in Black I've seen like 100 times. This I've only seen like a handful. So I definitely enjoyed watching this one a bit more than I did watching Men in Black yesterday, only because things still seem kind of new to me. In fact, I completely forgot Rosario Dawson was even in this movie. When she popped up on screen, I was like, wait, is she just playing like an extra? And then I realized she was actually part of the character. And I remember her character. I just did not remember it was her. So little things like that surprised me. Just stupid little things that I just for some reason forgot about, because, like I said, I've only seen this a handful of times, and it's actually been a while since I've watched this. So definitely gotta check this out. It's a very good movie. Definitely a solid sequel. I mean, if Men in Black, let's say you say Men in Black's 5 out of 5, this is like a 4.5 out of 5. I mean, it's that close. It's just that solid of a sequel. Definitely something you gotta check out if you're a fan of the first. Who is this? Columbia. Why Columbia has not put this out on Blu-ray yet, I don't know. I mean, the first one's obviously on Blu-ray, but not the second one yet. I'm assuming in 2012, when they when they do Men in Black 3, which I'm curious to see how that's going to be. But when they do that, I'm assuming they'll probably re-release Men in Black on Blu-ray. They'll do another fancy release, like a special edition or something. Then they'll probably finally get around to releasing Men in Black 2 on Blu-ray, and obviously we'll get Men in Black 3 and probably like a box set or something. So I'm assuming we will get this eventually, which is good. But why they've waited so long, I don't know. But yeah, so I really enjoy this. Like I said, great, solid follow-up to Men in Black. Definitely something you should check out if you're a fan of the first. Last thing I watched this evening was From Hell. Great film. I've enjoyed this ever since I first saw it back in the theaters. It's just really well done. Definitely something to check out. It's like a crime thriller with horror mixed, and it's a good film. Definitely something to check out. I mean, it's not straight up horror, like it's not super scary, but it's something you could watch in October. It's a lot more crime thriller though, but definitely awesome. I mean, you could sort of almost compare this to maybe Sleepy Hollow. I mean, Sleepy Hollow is there's a lot more fantasy and a lot more horror than this, but still, they have that whole crime aspect, and both Johnny Depp and they are somewhat horror, so and period pieces, so you could definitely sort of compare the two. I mean, if you like Sleepy Hollow, you probably like From Hell. So great movie. Definitely recommend checking this one out. I was actually trying to think of how I was going to describe this movie to everybody before I was doing this video, and if I was just to describe this movie in a nutshell, it would kind of sound weird. Because basically what it is it's a junkie Johnny Depp, who's a police officer who can see into the future, trying to solve the Jack the Ripper case while falling in love with a prostitute, only to die in the end of a drug overdose. Yeah, so kind of weird. I mean, that makes the movie sound like it's nuts, but it's really not. It's actually a great film, really well done. Definitely something to check out. It's a movie that takes place during the Jack the Ripper cases, so definitely like kind of a period piece, and just again really well done. I don't know how much truth there is in this film. I have seen documentaries on Jack the Ripper, and it seems what they did was they just took like all the best theories, since that's what Jack the Ripper is. It's all just like theories because nobody really knows what happened or who he was. So it looks like they just took all the best theories out there and stuck them together to make this film, and it works. It was really well done. So definitely check it out. Definitely highly recommend this. I love it, and I'm glad I watched this tonight. So that's it, guys. That is all I bought and all I watched today. Unfortunately, I did break my rule, which is I'm supposed to watch one new title a night, but if you look behind me, you can see that all my movies have been rearranged again. It's just part of my OCD. I'm constantly rearranging my movies. I don't know why. I just, I rearranged them one way, and 5 minutes later I'm like, boy, I should do them some other way. So I rearranged them again tonight, and I didn't really want to watch anything new because I was watching these titles while I'm moving my movies. So if I watch something new, obviously you got to really sit down and pay attention to it. You're not going to know what's going on. Whereas if I watch something like Men in Black or From Hell that I've seen like half a dozen times, I don't need to be sitting down and watching it like straight on. I can just kind of be listening to it and peering over every now and then and know completely what's happening. So that's why I did that. I guess tomorrow I'll watch 2 new titles, and that'll make up for it, I suppose. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.